Hey, I'm ChristopherJMUA and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reviewing the Jeffree Cosmetics Weirdo collection. I've got the full collection here, the Weirdo Artistry Palette, 6 Velvet Trap lipsticks, and 5 Supreme glosses, and a big beautiful mirror. So let's go ahead and get weird. This kind of really hits home for me because I was such a weirdo in high school, really all through school. But my creative venues were like art class and choir. Yes, I was a choir boy. Soprano, then alto, then tenor and soprano. Now I'm just a tenor. But I feel like if I would have discovered makeup in high school, things would be completely different. I don't know if I would have taken things quite to here because I was always buying like Abercrombie, you know, back in the day, Hollister, just trying to fit in the best I could because I moved around a lot. So I was always the weird kid and I was trying to do anything to fit in. Now, I'd rather stand out. Why fit in? I'm not a cookie. We don't use cookie cutters in this house. Anyways, this weirdo collection for the entire bundle that I got was $220. It had the mirror, the palette, the 6 Velvet Trap lipsticks, and the 5 Supreme glosses. The palette by itself is $28, the Supreme gloss bundle is $80, and the Velvet Trap bundle is $90. I'm gonna drop those. Told you. Oh, and when I saw this mirror, I was so excited because it reminds me so much of Crossfade. Have you guys ever listened to Crossfade? They have songs like Colors, Colors That You Shine, or Cold. What I really meant to say is I'm sorry for the way I am. You know I'm talking about Crossfade. This mirror reminds me a lot of their aesthetic, their kind of logo, their kind of vibe. Also gives me very much Slipknot, just a very rocker, punk. You know, it's really, really cool though. I thought I ordered the soft touch. I guess not. Oh no, since I ordered the bundle, it wasn't the soft touch. That's what it is. So this is the one that comes in the bundle. It is the red, not soft touch mirror, but it is so big. You can see plenty in this mirror. Just like I can see that I haven't taken care of my skin this last 2 weeks because we have been moving. Oh my goodness, we have been moving. I should have my moving vlog uploaded either by now already or possibly my next video, but this mirror will make a great addition to my wall of mirrors over here. Then here's the component for the Weirdo palette. Again, very rock, very punk, very weird. Then on the back, as per usual, we've got some ingredients and social media links. Now let's open it up and see what she actually looks like. I've only seen the online versions, so just photos of the palette. I haven't actually seen the palette yet. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. He's like holographic or something behind it. And his logo's over his lips. That looks really awesome. I like that a lot. That's so cool. Now I took the little protective sheet out and let's see what the palette looks like itself. Okay, we're a little darker than I thought. I thought for some reason it was more mid-tones, but that gets pretty deep up in there. Just the way I like it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in so we can get going on swatches. Our first shade in the Weirdo palette is Glamour Shot. Oh, don't mind my bare nails and my scabbed up hands. This whole moving thing has broken me in so many places, including all of my random miscellaneous bruises down my arm. I'm just not meant to do manual labor. Then the shade Razor Blade. Oh, my heart. Mohawk. Punk Couture. Then our classic black Weirdo. Only Child. 1985. Freak Show. And last is the shade Scene Queen. And there you have it, folks. There's all 9 shades from the Jeffree Cosmetics Weirdo palette. As always, I will insert photos of the swatches, one with flash here, and one without flash here. And here's a super secret special edition close-up so you can see all the shades in their true form. After swatching that palette, I can clearly see that definitely every single look that you get out of this palette is gonna be something dark, or at least relatively dark. Unless you just go in with the pink and white and the silver, then you can keep it really, really light and very airy and not weird, if you will. I am sort of worried because quite a few of these shades here are very similar, and I feel like if you get them too close or overblend them even just a little bit, you're gonna end up with just a muddy mess. But we're gonna put that to the test today and see if that is the case. Won't know until we try, I suppose. Oh, by the way, we have a giveaway today. I completely forgot to tell you earlier in the video. So the giveaway is for one Weirdo Artistry palette. All you gotta do is leave me a comment down below with the way to contact you if you win. That's it. No Gleam link, no secret word. Just leave me the comment. A winner will be chosen in 1 week, including weekends. And good luck to you, and you, and you, and you, and you. Good luck, everyone, except you. So starting out, I'm gonna use this Sigma Domed Blending E43 brush and go into the shade 1985. I did already get my eyes primed using my Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye Base in the shade Medium. I wanted to roll with something that was a little closer to my skin tone this time. Because I'm not necessarily trying to get anything to pop per se, this look is gonna be dark, and that's kind of the point of today's look. I want it to be dark and grungy and dusty and dingy, so people will look at me while I'm walking down the street and call me a weirdo. That's what I want. So I can relive my old high school fantasies being called a weirdo. What am I talking about? I'm still called that today. I think Mark calls me that once every day. Oh, that's kind of purpley. I just thought it was a cool gray. Not like, that's a neat gray, but more like, that's cool toned. I'm just sort of packing this in, pressing it all in that inner portion of the crease, and I'm probably gonna take it just about halfway and then just stop about there. I think that's about good. Okay, she's looking kind of cute. Very purple. It's got a really strong lavender tone to it. I guess by all of the other blacks and grays, it just looks kind of like, no, it looks like a purple there too. Okay, I guess it's just all the lights washing it out. I don't know. But now I'm gonna use this Crease Fluffy Blender. Not sure what it's called. It's from the 39L Hit the Lights collection from Morphe. And go into the shade Freak Show. Cause I'm a freak, baby. And Freak Show's gonna go on the outer portion of the crease. What a unique shade. I don't know. What would you call that? Mulberry, maybe? Man, well, I did say this was gonna be a dark look. We're definitely getting there. I haven't done any makeup in like 2 weeks, and I'm so excited. It's so fun to just dive back in again and play in some color. Or, well, I guess lack of color in this case. Is that looking weird? Are you resembling weirdness at all? Or is this your normal, typical, everyday look? Do you guys ever do this? Do you ever create like a mess first and then shape it afterward with your makeup wipes or your makeup eraser? Sometimes whenever I'm watching others' YouTube videos, I feel like I'm literally the only person who ever does this. But it just helps me see the overall shape. I can shape it so much easier this way and then just cut it clean and nice and sharp afterward. It just works for me. What do you guys prefer? Let me know in the comments, I'm curious. Now that I've made a huge mess all over my eyes, I'm gonna use this Farah Blender Brush 25E. It's not dirty, I promise, it's just a little stained. And I'm gonna use the shade Only Child and blend out these outer edges. Or at least that's what I shall attempt to do. Ooh, that's a pretty color. This is giving me like Willy Wonka vibes. Violet, you're turning violet, Violet! Ugh, I mean, Willy Wonka was a weirdo. If the everlasting gobstopper fits. Oh, that is so beautiful. The pigment in these shadows is so rich. Even though that's like a deep plummy purple, it's still so vibrant within its spectrum, if that makes any kind of sense at all. I have a feeling this next step might ruin everything because I'm really loving just how dark and vampy this looks. But I'm gonna take the shade Mohawk on this fluffy SL Miss Glam Eye Blender 03 brush. I think it came from like a BoxyCharm or Etsy or something. And I'm just gonna sort of use this as a transition between the dark purple and my skin tone, maybe? I'm just hoping it doesn't turn everything pink. I don't want it to be a pink look. This mirror is really weird. I'm gonna try to show you what it's doing. So when you're close up, it looks fine, right? Like that looks like a circle and it looks good. But as I back up, it starts to warp. And it's really weird. I've never used a mirror that warped that much when you got further away from it. You see how the circle's not a circle anymore? That's just so weird to me. That's definitely not a circle. Weird. Okay, I have plopped down a bunch of pink. Now I'm just gonna whip into my little color switch here. Get everything off the brush, as much as I can anyway. And then just lightly go over this edge, maybe? There's too many mirrors to look in. I was preparing for that dark purple to be my last shade, so I kind of packed it on pretty heavily. I really don't know if it's gonna blend anymore because I did that, but I'm trying. We're gonna see. Well, I wouldn't say that's the most successful blend I've ever had, but it's a blend. I just love blending. Blending changes everything. It makes things come together. It makes things look more completed. I just love how this is coming together. Thank goodness, because I was getting scared. Whew. Now for this next part, I'm gonna take a little bit more of the Only Child shade and go ahead and add it just in the crease area, almost like I'm deepening the crease with it. The only reason I'm doing that though is so I can use it as a transition shade between my crease shade and the lid shade that I'm gonna use. So it's kind of like a lid shade, but since I'm hooded, you know, I gotta work with it a little bit differently. So I'm literally just gonna pick it up and put it right in here, all the way around. You probably won't even be able to tell that I'm doing it right now, but once I put the next shade down, it'll help so much in the long run with blending, or it should. Yeah, see, you can't really even tell I did anything. Yay! Now, I'm gonna use my Sigma E5262 cut crease brush. I'm not gonna like solidly cut my crease, if you know what I mean. I wanna roll with this more of like a spotlight eye sort of effect. So I'm gonna start out and just put a little bit of base right on the center. And as I go up, I'm gonna make sure I don't have any on my lashes. Then look up, relax the forehead, left and right, blink a few times, and there's my line. And I'm gonna keep them literally just right there. I'm gonna clean it up though. That's not very cute. Okay, I think that puts us at about even on both sides, kinda sorta. And using the Morphe X Jeffree Star JS11 brush, I'm gonna take Scene Queen and put her right over that concealer. Oh, after I blend out the little bit of creasing that just tried to happen. No ma'am, not today, not on these eyes. I may be a weirdo, but I've still got class. That is pressed so tightly in this palette. I'm like digging into that pan. I'm pushing really hard and I'm hardly getting any pigment out of it. But it is building up just fine, so it's not causing any problems because it's packed tightly. And I'm mainly concentrating this right on the center. Like I said, rolling with the spotlight kind of halo effect. I want to keep it looking really rounded and large. Okay, now since the red's built up and I've got some of that vibrancy going, I'm going to continue to apply it all the way across the lid on the outer edge and the inner edge. But since there's no tacky base down, it should just give me some pigment to blend with rather than staying vivid and really, really bright. And now the red is there and built up, so using that Farah, F-A-R-A-H brush again, just gonna take it, go around these outer edges very gently, and then start pulling in a little bit, just to blend the parts where I didn't put the eyeshadow base. That is so cool. This is so fun. It's so bright, but really dark. Best of both worlds. That red looks like it's glowing. It just looks like, I don't know, like neon. So now that's it for the top part of the look. I'm so sad we only have one shimmer shade though. I wish there were more, but at least it's a gorgeous shimmer shade. So now I'm gonna go off camera, clean up my mess with what minimal fallout is under my eyes. I need to get rid of it. Go ahead and shape this up a little bit. I might kind of lift it up, give it more of a, you know, nip tuck look like that.
Is that better?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that off camera. Go ahead and get all my face makeup done, get my lashes on, get everything ready so that we can just finish off the lower lash line and throw on a lip. So give me like half a millisecond for you and a lot more for me, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm feeling about 2/3 like a weirdo, not quite all the way there. So let's go ahead and finish off the lower lash line so I can almost be there. Then lips. For the lower lash line, I'm gonna keep it pretty simple. I'm gonna go in first though with my brush that had my eyeshadow base on it and lay just the tiniest, thinnest little line down right along my lower lashes. As soon as I clean it off, because there's lots of dark eyeshadow on here. Just like my eyeballs. This is such a dark vampy palette and I kinda love it. So I've got the tiniest bit of my Gerard Cosmetics clean canvas on my brush. I've just already set my under eye with powder, so it's very dry at this point, and I need to get it a little wet again so shadow will actually stick to it. Okay, I think that's good. Pretty amazing, because you can't really even tell that I did that, but it helps so much. Now I'm gonna use this little Morpheum 124 flat, oh no, I'm not gonna use that one. Change my mind. Now I'm gonna use this other brush from the 39L Hit the Lights collection. It's a flat brush though, it's just very sharp, and I'm gonna use the shade Weirdo and pretty much tight line against my lower lashes. Just a little. Oh yeah, look at how rich and dark that black is since it's going on a tacky base. Oh, perfect. By the way, since Jeffree Cosmetics doesn't make a red eyeliner, we only have the Blood Money eyeliners. What's up with that? By the way, where are the rest of them? I used the LA Girl Shockwave liner, the red one. Oh, this is a lip liner, I didn't realize that. Oh well, it's in the shade Outrage, and it has some real pigment. I mean, I just think the red in the waterline with the black right up against it is gonna look so cool. Using all these black and red combos is really taking me back because I used to love drawing nautical stars. Like I wanted them as tattoos. I wanted the typical like 2 right here or 2 on my little Hollywood when I used to have one of those. But regardless, I used to draw those all the time and they were always black and red. So it's really taking me back to my high school days. So glad those are over with though. I wouldn't go back if you paid me. Really depends on how much you paid me. Next, I'm gonna use this Madison Beer Pointed Bullet Crease Brush and take the shade Scene Queen yet again and just smoke out the black with the red. That is so cool. I love the smoky red. I feel like I lost a lot of the Weirdo shade though, like the black just kind of faded into nothing, so I'm gonna go in and add it back just to make sure it's still emphasized a little bit. Yes, better. And it makes my lashes look bigger. Oh, I'm stopping right there. Okay, good. So after building up and then blending out the first layer and it all kind of turning purple and just very blended, adding on the second layer makes it black and red again, and it's solid. In other words, don't be like me and overblend. Okay, I gotta stop because I'm gonna keep doing that thing that I do where I build it and then it gets bigger and then I blend it and then it gets bigger and then I have eyeshadow all the way down here. I don't want that today. That's not the vibe for today. Next, I'm gonna throw a mascara on my lower lashes and then we'll come back and try out these lipsticks and these lip glosses. I went ahead and swatched all 6 Velvet Trap lipsticks and all 5 Supreme glosses, starting from the left side in order. We've got the shade Trench Coat, Throwing Up Cereal, Best Hair, Top 8, Basic HTML, Hello MySpace, Blood of My Enemies. Then the Supreme lip glosses, starting again on the left, In a Dark Place, Freak, Beauty Killer, 2003, and now I'm really feeling this whole dark fantasy and this whole black and red thing, so I'm gonna start with the shade Trench Coat. Go ahead and coat my entire lip in this color, top the center of it with Best Hair, the bright red, then use the Supreme gloss in the shade 2003 to top that red and give it a little bit of a semi-glossy finish. Oh wow, ooh, it's really red. The subtle purple to red ombre is gorgeous and it matches the eye look. Speaking of the eye look, now that we have a lip to match it, that's the entire look. So this is my weirdo look. What do you guys think? I think if I saw this look on someone else, I would definitely be able to look at it and recognize that it came from this palette. With it being a 9-pan palette, that does kind of limit you on the availability of range that you can create stuff with. But I will say, the way that it's built, you can kind of go a few different directions. You can keep it really smoky and gray and kind of make sort of like a cremated look, if you will. Or you can roll with just kind of the pink and white and keep it really light and nude and really fresh and airy. Or you could go the direction I did and keep it with the purples and the reds before I realized it was really a purple. But you know me, if there's a purple in a palette, I'm gonna find it, even if by accident. Now, if you don't like dark, if you don't like a dark color story and you just want to be able to create something really light and fresh like with these 3 shades, just wait until the singles come out. I don't think you need to buy this whole palette just for a few light shades, because if you're not gonna use the dark shades, it's really not worth it. But if you are, and you like this whole vampy weirdo aesthetic, then go for it, for sure. It's a fun palette, it's different, it's something that I haven't really played around with before, and I like the color story. I think it was fun. And the lips, that's my favorite part, I think, because it looks dark, it looks like a deep, dark, plummy purple, but that flip and the reflect of that red from the gloss, I don't know, it just does something kind of magical to me, and I like it a lot. This mirror though, this mirror kind of pissed me off a few times because it's great as long as you use it close up, but the moment you start backing it out and trying to look and create while you're not so zoomed in, the warp that it has is just not good. It's too warped. I don't know what causes that, why. I don't know if it's maybe the cut and maybe the shape of the star. I don't know. I don't know what it does for sure. I just know that I don't like that it does it. It makes it not very convenient for me to use a mirror, and I want using a mirror to be convenient. Now, if you like peachy nude lipsticks, this basic HTML shade is gorgeous. It is so pretty as a nude, and I think it could go with just about anything, not necessarily just the Weirdo collection. I think this would be a really great all-around lipstick just for most looks. So if you want to check out the lipsticks and try one of them, but you don't want to have to buy the whole bundle, and you want something that's going to fit a lot of different looks, that's what I would go with. Kind of the same thing for the shade from the Supreme Glosses. It's definitely more on the pinky side rather than pinky peach, but it's light enough that you can kind of sheer it out if you apply just a little bit and still make it look really, really pretty. And with that being said, that is it for my review of the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Weirdo collection. Don't forget to enter the giveaway by leaving me a comment down below for your very own Weirdo palette. And be subscribed. I don't know if I said that earlier, but of course be subscribed. But you know you're already subscribed anyway, just because you like watching my videos. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up just to let me know that you did. It makes my heart happy to see those little thumbs up down there, so I appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts on the collection in the comments. You guys know that I always love to hang out down there with you and have a conversation. It's fun to just chill. Also, if you like this look and you want to see more looks like them, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and TikTok. My username is the same for everything. It's just ChristopherJMUA. And if you gain nothing out of this video, if you gain nothing out of any of my videos, then please at least gain this. And that is to always remember and never forget that you are absolutely beautiful. And I love you guys. Bye.